award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station. Welcome to another edition of Germantown Community Television's award-winning Access Together series. Informative, educational, and entertaining, our diverse programming lineup offers something unique for every viewer. Whether you want to keep up with the latest community news or learn how changes in the Mid-South and beyond affect us right here at home, these local programs keep the focus on you, the citizens of Germantown. Each show is hosted by a member of the community and produced using the students and facilities of Germantown High School's nationally renowned television station, GHS TV. These programs are made possible through the combined efforts of the City of Germantown, Shelby County Schools, GHS TV, and the Germantown Community Television Foundation. If you have any questions, comments, or program ideas, write us at the address on your screen or call 754-4788. You can also email us at ghstv17@aol.com. For more information about GHS TV and our programming, visit us on the web at www.ghstv.org. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the following presentation.
Welcome to Chamber Matters. I'm your host, Pat Scroggs, President and CEO of the Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce. During each show, we take an inside look at the business leaders making a difference in our city. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce has existed for more than 37 years. Our staff, board of directors, ambassadors, and volunteers are all dedicated to creating a vibrant business environment through interactive partnerships with business, government, and community. Today in our Business Leaders segment, we are going to meet Robert Hudson, Regional Manager for Cellular South. In our Difference Makers segment, we will talk to Ron Robertson, Chaplain, American Legion Post 250. And in our next segment, we will discuss the 8th Cry-Like Chamber Holiday Tour of Homes with Annie Taylor, Vice President of Cry-Like. All of these dedicated volunteer leaders are involved with ongoing activities of the Chamber. Joining us now is Robert Hudson, Regional Manager with Cellular South. Welcome, Robert.
Great, glad to be here.
And it's such a pleasure to have you and to meet you, and we sincerely thank you on behalf of the Chamber for your championship sponsorship. Cellular South has been a long-term sponsor, and we couldn't do all the things we do for businesses without it, so thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be involved.
Thank you. Well, as a consumer, if someone just recently moved into our area, how would you describe Cellular South to that person?
Wow, that's a great question. You know, and Cellular South is a cellular company that not only provides the best plans, network, and devices, but one that is involved in the community and extremely focused on customer service. And that's a company that I not only enjoy working for, but one that I would want to be a customer of as well.
Well, I think that's so true and so important. What do you consider Cellular South's main focus areas today?
Yeah, it's to set ourselves apart from the competition by providing the best customer service in the industry. It's followed by living up to our message of providing the best network, plans, and devices for our customers and those that we serve.
Right. Well, with quality customer service, that's important. How do you manage to make sure that you do provide quality customer service?
Absolutely, yeah. We coach our associates each and every day on the proper etiquette in dealing with our customers, and certainly follow up with that through customer surveys that we do. We give the customer the opportunity to tell us how we're doing each and every day.
Right. Well, you mentioned, I know we have wireless services and everything, particular Android services. Are consumers buying more data services than they used to?
Oh, absolutely. That's really what's leading the change, and that's the future for us. You know, these Android devices will do anything and everything these days. You can check your Facebook, you can watch a movie, you can do virtually anything from your phone today.
Right. Well, I've seen Cellular South's commercial called Y'all versus Us program advertised lately. Tell us about the Y'all versus Us program, and what's the thought process behind a program like this?
Good. You know, Y'all versus Us is just one of the many ways that we give back to the communities in which we're involved. Y'all versus Us is high school football at its best. We have partnered with Fox Sports South to bring high school football to the airwaves, to this region. Each Friday night for 5 Fridays, we actually will telecast a game, and it's local games. We actually have a heated rivalry.
Germantown High School.
Yeah. We've got one local here, NUS versus Christian Brothers, coming up in October.
Mm-hmm. Well, then how does that? How do you do that? I mean, how does the process work as far as the technology today? For the Android, yes.
For the Android devices?
Yes.
We're really on the same type of technology platform that we've been on for many years. It's just its progressive stage. It's a 3G network these days with LTE or 4th generation coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
But really the devices are what's continuing to grow. The Android devices are powered by Google.
Okay, that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah, absolutely. They're powered by Google, and you'll find that a lot of the applications that are on those devices are Google apps.
I see. Well, I know the wireless communication is a competitive industry, obviously. There are so many. And what do you think makes Cellular South different, and why should a consumer look to Cellular South as their wireless provider?
Sure. It's plain and simple. We strive to provide the best customer service in the industry. We provide the best network, plans, and devices of any of our competitors. And we continue to give back to the communities in which we serve. We consider ourselves local and certainly, preach that and live that every day.
Well, I know we've got a few more minutes, Robert. Is there anything else you would like to tell us, about Cellular South that you have found rewarding? I understand you've been in the wireless business for a long time, but not so long for Cellular South that you see makes it different.
Yeah, absolutely. I have, as we talked about earlier, been in the industry for quite a while, with Cellular South for about a year now. And the things that drew me to Cellular South were not only from an employee perspective, but also from a customer perspective. You're not just a number. With many of the larger companies, you seem to get lost in the shuffle, but that's not the case with Cellular South.
About how many employees would you say they're in the Memphis area?
We've got close to just under 100 in the Memphis area, in the greater Memphis area.
Well, is there anything coming out for the future that's top secret right now that you know about that you want to share with all
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, well, I know, but we're special here, so we're going to keep it a secret for a while. I didn't know, because it seems like every time you turn around, there's something else new.
Absolutely.
And it's hard to keep up for some of us that are not into all the latest gadgets and things, and it takes us a while. So it'll be a while before we catch on anyway.
There you go. Well, not so secret, but we're continuing to invest every day in Memphis, in the greater Memphis area. We're putting up new towers. We've got several slotted to fill in the balance of this year, and we'll continue to grow that. In addition to that, we've got a couple of new devices that we're excited about that are coming out before the holidays. So be prepared for Christmas, because we've got some great new stuff that's going to hit.
Just in time for everybody to go shopping and buy the latest thing. Well, that's always a fun thing to do, and we thank you for being on our show today, and look forward to the future and all the exciting events and things that we can help you with, and vice versa.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Robert. We're going to take a short break. When we return, we will talk to Ron Robertson, chaplain with American Legion Post 250.
For more than 20 years, we've brought you quality programming. We're your hometown news and information station, Germantown Community Television. Our Access Together series puts you in touch with what's happening in Germantown, with programs that both enlighten and entertain. For hometown hosts, a hometown attitude, and a genuine concern for you, our hometown viewers, stay tuned to Channel 17 each week and weekend for a new Access program, produced in the nation's #1 educational TV facility, the award-winning Access Together series. Only on the station that puts you first, Germantown Community Television.
Take out the rubbish, scrub down the floor. Ain't going so no more.
orthoinfo.org. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
The joints ain't sore no more. I still got it.
You're watching the award-winning GHS TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
Welcome back. This portion is entitled Difference Makers, and for many of us, those who have made a difference in our lives are veterans. Since November 11th is Veterans Day, we dedicate this portion of today's programs to veterans. Here to help us do that is Ron Robertson, chaplain for Germantown's American Legion Post 250. Veterans have made and continue to make a difference in Germantown. Thank you for being here today, Ron.
Hi, Pat. Thank you for having us. We're delighted to be a Post 250 is delighted to be a part of the over 600 members of the Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce, and I'm delighted to be a part of this program.
Well, it's an honor to have you personally as a friend and also as the chaplain, more or less, for our board of directors and also as for Post 250. So thank you so very much. And we've got so many great things to talk about, but tell our viewers about American Post 250.
American Legion Post 250 is one post of 15,000 posts that are part of the American Legion. The American Legion is the largest veteran service organization in the world.
That's quite impressive for sure. And tell me about the service organization and what does that mean, since it is a service organization versus a business.
Yes, ma'am. The American Legion was chartered by the United States Congress in 1919 as a patriotic mutual help wartime veterans organization. We have about 3 million members now worldwide.
It's just incredible, but I'm sure that's true. I'm sure that's true with all the veterans. The patriotic part is obvious, but how does the American Legion fulfill its charter as a mutual help organization?
Well, we do that in a number of different ways. We're committed to the welfare of those who are on active duty service in the military and their families, and also those that are veterans and the families of veterans. And one of the things that we do all the time is to press for legislation in the United States Congress that will be beneficial to both active duty military and veterans. I am almost positive that everybody in this audience has benefited from legislation that was pushed by the American Legion. Especially the most prominent piece of legislation, which was the 1944 GI Bill. That has helped more families than anything else, perhaps in America. But in addition to that, we haven't stopped there. We continue to press the Congress to do more and more for our active duty military people and also for veterans. The post 9/11 Veterans Education Assistance Plan is an act that was pushed by the American Legion and was implemented last year, August the 1st of last year. So we continue to press the Congress for legislation that will benefit active duty personnel as well as veterans. But we do other things as well. Some of the other things that we do to help active duty personnel, we send care packages to those that have been deployed to wartime areas. And we have done that. Post 250 sent several thousand pounds of care packages to troops that were in Iraq, and we look forward to sending other care packages to some of the troops that are in Afghanistan now. Other posts around the country have done that very thing. The American Legion also has a family support network to support the families of those who have been deployed, and so that's another way in which the American Legion can help. Gold Star and Blue Star mothers are a special group for the American Legion. Blue Star mother is anyone who has a son or daughter who is currently on active duty in the military, and unfortunately some of those people who are on active duty will be casualties of war, and then a Gold Star mother. Post 250 has sponsored a Gold Star, Blue Star dinner, and we have plans to sponsor another one of those dinners in June of 2011. and that is to honor those mothers who have made this great sacrifice and send their sons and daughters into harm's way. Also, the American Legion sponsors the Heroes to Hometown program, which helps those severely injured soldiers and seamen and airmen and Marines who are coming back to their hometowns, and we help them transition into their new role as veterans and supply many of the services that they will need because of their injuries and so forth. We also have the American Legion Legacy Scholarship Fund, which provides for scholarship money to any child who has lost a father or mother while on active duty in the military. The American Legion supports that particular fund. We also support the National Emergency Fund, which is for those active duty personnel and also veterans who are involved in some kind of natural disaster, hurricane, tornado, earthquake, so forth. We provide funds, and so far the American Legion through the National Emergency Fund has provided $6 million of a direct assistance to veterans who need that support during an emergency. Many other programs are involved, and it just so happens, Pat, that the September issue of Legion magazine has a complete list of these things, and I'll leave a copy of this with the Chamber of Commerce, and you can provide this information to those as well. But if you just want to go yourself to the web, to www.legion.org, you can find out this information for yourself off of the web, and that is www.legion.org.
Well, that is fascinating, and I'm sure that so many people, our viewers, realize that, but then others probably don't know all the extent that you do help people with. Understand also that you do help people that have not served in the military.
Oh, absolutely.
And so tell our viewers a little bit about that.
We help those who have not yet served in the military, especially our young people. As a matter of fact, most of our viewers may have heard of the American Legion initially as American Legion Baseball. When you went down to sign up to play baseball, it was American Legion League that you were involved in, and so many of our people played baseball with the American Legion. It may very well be also that they attended Boys State, or if the young ladies, the American Legion Auxiliary has Girls State as well. But Boys State is a program that is provided by the American Legion, and as a matter of fact, didn't Larry attend Boys State?
He did. And that's a good thing to wrap it up. That was a long time ago, but he sure did. And the rest is history, as they say. Went on to be a veteran, too, as you know. But thank you for being on the show today. Thank you. Many of our men and women who are members of the GACC are veterans, and some of those veterans are also members of American Legion Post 250. I'm sure there are many in our viewing audience, so we want to thank all of our local veterans that have continued to make a difference. We're going to take a break, but be sure to stay with us, because when we return, we will discuss our next segment, the upcoming Cry-Light Chamber Holiday Tour of Homes with Annie Taylor.
We'll keep dancing on point, even if it hurts.
My arm's killing me. I don't know if I can pitch another ball, but I'll just play in the pain anyway.
I have to be the big star. We'll look better than the other cheerleaders if our tosses are bigger.
My elbow really aches, but I've got to keep present.
Nearly 50% of all sports injuries sustained by middle and high school students are from overuse. Don't play through the pain. Visit StopSportsInjuries.org.
Dinner makes a difference. Learn more at CasaFamilyDay.org.
You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
I'm Pat Scroggs, your host, and you're watching Chamber Matters. The Germantown Area Chamber of Commerce offers many events for its members and the public. Annie Taylor, Vice President with Crye-Leike Realtors, is here to discuss the 8th Annual Holiday Tour of Homes. Welcome, Annie, back again. We always ask the ones that do a great job from the previous year to repeat it, and last year we had a very successful tour of homes, and on behalf of the Chamber, please express to Crye-Leike we appreciate their sponsorship for doing that. Well, tell us about it this year in November rather than December for the first time.
That's right, yes. It is hard to believe that it is 8 years that we've been doing this. But the purpose of the Tour of Homes, as you know, is an opportunity for the public to tour homes that they would not get to see otherwise. And during the year we select very special houses for this event. And of course it's during the holiday season, so they're always beautifully decorated. And it's really a lovely, lovely event, and I've thoroughly enjoyed being involved in it.
Well, we appreciate it because I know that you've been helpful as far as securing a couple of our homes.
Indeed, yes.
And as you say, they're all beautifully decorated. Well, for this year, when will it be held and the hours, and tell us about the details.
Right. This year, we have been discussing for several years the possibility of changing the date from December to November because of the conflict with a number of different events going on in December. So this year it's going to be the 19th and the 20th, the weekend prior to Thanksgiving. And, we're hoping that people will come and get their decorating ideas early.
Exactly. Well, last year we added an addition to the Holiday Tour of Homes, so tell us about that, and are we going to do it again this year?
We are, and yes, indeed. It was great fun. We felt that because these houses are so spectacular, it was really a pity not to be able to see them at night time. So we've started last year by doing a preview party where the public can come and tour the homes the night before the day tour, and they also get to enjoy cocktails and some delicious things to eat provided by local restaurants. So that was really a big success last year, and we thought we would do that again this year because we all thought it was just tremendous, and signature drinks, of course, in every house.
Sure. Well, tell us, our viewers, about the homes and some of the things that we expect this year.
Yes. Well, we always try and pick homes that are completely different. So we have a real variety each year, and we have 3. 2 of them are in the Highlands, and the third one is in the neighbourhood directly opposite the Highlands in Ingleside Farms. And that one is more of a Cape Codin style, whereas the others are more traditional. But they're all spectacular and really a treat to see.
Well, is there a difference as far as the cost for the day tour on Saturday and the preview party the night before?
Yes, there is. If you come the night before, it's $20, and of course you get to enjoy drinks and things to eat. But that also gets you in during the day tour as well the following day if you want to come back. If you come just for the day tour, it's $15, and you can buy your tickets either online at the Chamber website, or you can buy them at the door of the first house you go to, and they'll give you a map that'll get you to the other homes. We also ask, of course, that people bring a toy for our Toys for Tots program.
Well, tell us about the Toys for Tots, in case they don't know.
The Toys for Tots program is really our opportunity to give back to the community. And early in the month of November, we'll have boxes all over the city of Germantown, and then specifically for the Tour of Homes, they'll be available at the individual houses. And we ask the people that come and tour the homes if they will bring a toy as a contribution to the Toys for Tots program. They pick the boxes up quite early in December so they can get the toys distributed to the children. So it's just great fun, and of course the Marines are involved, and we have a lovely handsome Marine at each house to open the door for the guests.
So grateful for them, and that's always a joy. And I've always been so impressed and so proud of all the toys that we have, because at first you think, oh, there's not going to be that many, and I've forgotten how many boxes last year, maybe like 62 boxes, along with our businesses in Germantown that supported the Toys for Tots. So that's a great benefit. Well, tell us about the sponsor. I know that's special to you, and of the home tour.
Well, the main sponsor for the last several years has been Crye-Leike, and Harold Crye and Dick Leike are very generous and very kind. They get involved in a number of different programs in the city of Germantown during the year, and this is one that they've done for several years now. They are our primary sponsor. There are other sponsors who might perhaps sponsor the drinks at one house or the food at another, or to help fundraise as well, but Crye-Leike is the primary sponsor.
Right. Well, and obviously the tour is open to the public, okay? And then how can the tickets be purchased?
Right, now they can get the tickets at the house, and they can start with any of the three houses and purchase a ticket there, and that gets them into all three homes on the day, which will be the 20th. And if they want to come the night before, it's the same thing. They can buy the ticket, which is $20. Or they can get them online in advance. So they're welcome anyway.
Right. Well, we're excited that, again, that this is the 8th year, and we're looking forward to some beautiful homes and decorated for the Christmas holidays. And so thank you so very much. Thank you now for telling us about the Crye-Leike Holiday Tour of Homes. Please call us at 755-1200 to make your reservation, or go to our website, www.germantownchamber.com. Thank you for being with us today for Chamber Matters. We appreciate our guests on today's show, Robert Hudson, Ron Robertson, and Annie Taylor. If you're interested in the air dates of Chamber Matters or any other shows on GHS TV, look in the Germantown News for the programming schedule. Thank you again for joining us, and be sure to watch Chamber Matters again next month.